Mike Leffingwell is not a household name in the NASCAR world. He only made one career start in the top three series of NASCAR. What followed that start was a life of crime. Let's take a deep dive into Mike Leffingwell. Leffingwell made one start in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in 2001 at Memphis Motorsport Park. He drove the number 93 truck owned by Lonnie Troxel and was sponsored by Aaron's. This is the only highlight that Leffingwell had during this race.
Dennis Setzer had a run on Joe Ruttman, but they ran it on one of the slower trucks that was a slowing down over there. That was Mike Leffingwell. And Setzer had to jump in the brakes to keep from running in the back of Leffingwell, which cost him a shot at the pass for third position.
He finished 31st in the 32 truck field, falling out of the race due to transmission issues with just 7 laps completed. Later that year, Leffingwell made 2 starts in the Goodies Dash Series at USA International Speedway and Nashville Superspeedway with a best finish of 18th place. On September 13, 2001, Leffingwell founded his own truck team, MLM Motorsports, co-owning it with Alita Spears. Spears was not found in any other online documents. Leffingwell chose the number 64 as his truck number for the 2002 season, and he had aspirations to run a car in what is now the NASCAR Xfinity Series later in the year. He announced that he signed ESPN The Magazine as a sponsor. Leffingwell brought on Wayne Morrow, who had made a handful of starts as a driver in the Goodies Dash Series, to be his crew chief. The team started to unfold. By April 2002, Morrow had left the team. By March 22nd, 2005, MLM Motorsports went bankrupt. Leffingwell encountered legal troubles with one of the sponsors that he signed. Playcraft Boats had signed to sponsor Leffingwell's truck team for $40,000. Leffingwell claimed that he had a fleet of race trucks, a crew, and a merchandise trailer so that Playcraft Boats had exposure to race fans. Also, as a part of the deal, Leffingwell was supposed to send $2,000 back to the company after each truck race, which would have been $46,000 at the end of the year. Leffingwell did not display the logo on his race team nor pay Playcraft Boats the $2,000 per race week. Playcraft Boats president Jim Doris tried to get his money refunded from Leffingwell before ultimately taking his case to court. In 2007, Leffingwell was charged with defrauding Playcraft Boats and was ordered to pay $249,900 in restitution. Leffingwell was not done getting in trouble with the law. After his racing career, Leffingwell decided to move to the Nashville area. In 2010, he was charged with writing a worthless check, and the case was dismissed. In November 2012, he was charged with false pretenses in Cable County. Leffingwell had a felony theft charge under the business name Got Concrete based out of Brentwood, Tennessee, and had a perjury charge in Sumner County, Tennessee. After the concrete business, Leffingwell focused on being a music promoter. Leffingwell was trying to organize a Nashville Bike Week to take place in September 2017 that lasted 10 days. Loretta Lynn's Ranch in Humphreys County was originally the site for the Bike Week. That venue fell through. Leffingwell claimed that he signed a contract to have the event at the Gaylord Opryland Convention Center on May 25th. However, the center said that the event was not being held there. The mass gathering permit for the event was denied by Humphreys County. The permit did not meet the standards for a mass gathering and was allegedly not even signed by Leffingwell. After failing to sign a deal with the Gaylord Opryland Convention Center, the Nashville Bike Week was called off. Leffingwell used the alias of Mike Axel to organize this bike week. On his website, he made a statement about the event being canceled. Quote, "I'm Mike Leffingwell, and it's amazing how a government can get the media to target you when they decide they don't want a motorcycle event in the Bible hypocrite's belt, and then they make up fake charges and the media twist it, and kaput, they ruin it all and blame the promoter. Well, here's great news. Thank you for making me famous now. I get paid bank to do events, and yes, I'm Mike Leffingwell." On June 5th, 2017, Leffingwell was arrested by the Humphreys County Sheriff's Department for the active warrants against him. Leffingwell was not charged with the Nashville Bike Week debacle. In 2018, Leffingwell was sentenced to prison for 9 months for theft charges. Wanting to bring the Nashville flair elsewhere, Leffingwell wanted to open a Nashville-themed bar back in Springfield, Missouri called Nashville on the Bricks in 2021. The restaurant was supposed to go into the closed-down Patton Alley pub. Work was being done, and even the logo displayed on the door. Leffingwell described the concept as, quote, country honky-tonk. Leffingwell decided to not continue with the concept since the crime was too high in the area. Leffingwell was not done with organizing fraudulent events. He said that the Lake Ozark Music Festival was supposed to take place in October 2022 at the Lake Ozark Speedway. With a 3-day pass costing $99 and some VIP prices being sold at $800, the events had 30 artists lined up, but no headliner artists. Like Nashville Bike Week, the Lake Ozark Music Festival had some shady details. The company that was the front of the operation, called Big and Loud Entertainment Group LLC, which was founded in October 2021 in Texas, 5 days after being founded, the Lake Ozark Music Festival was announced on Facebook. On June 25th, the event's Facebook page announced that they had canceled the event. Missouri's Attorney General Eric Schmidt was notified of this issue after Richard Willis, who owned R&M Crafters, wanted a refund from Leffingwell. No new information about this case was found during the time of this recording. Mike Leffingwell had one uneventful start in NASCAR. After his NASCAR career, Leffingwell turned to a life of crime. Watch out, if Leffingwell tries to organize another event, it might become another con. Jared Haas with Frontstretch.com. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check one of those 2 videos out that we have right beside you. Visit Frontstretch.com for more great content.